You don't have to hold on anymore. I messed that one up.
Wow.
Tom Petty laid it right in my lap, and I blew that one.
We're making you wait.
Anyway, folks, you're listening to your hometown station, AM-1220 KHTS. It's the Gazette Radio Hour with Doug and John. And on the line, we have the one, the only. What else is he?
He's everything to us.
He's Robert Patrick Lewis.
The man, the myth, the legend. I like that better. Do you get the memo? That's what we're supposed to refer to him now. The man, the myth, the legend.
Listen, we only have a short segment with you today, so we want to go quick and hit some points. But what do you think? What is your take on the Navy boats and the 10 sailors that were captured by Iran?
There's a couple of different threads to this that kind of get first, the story that came out this morning and I haven't been able to dig too deeply into it or see exactly what was up with where the story came from, saying that they believe the White House actually led Iran to the sailors, and that's kind of scary if that really has anything, and it's, again, another place, I think, for our commander-in-chief to be what he does best, to be an apologist, The thing that gets me, number one, the guy wearing white socks. Come on, man. Like, that is everybody that I know, every veteran or active duty military member that I know, that was the first thing they said. Like, not only did you get embarrassed on the global news, but now your commander knows you were wearing white socks. That's actually against the rules in most units. And you look like an idiot. The apology thing, though, that's what really, really got me. So, being in special operations, anybody who's been in special operations, you go through SEER school. Pilots go through SEER school. Apparently, Navy sailors don't go through
survival resistance, evasion, escape.
So what you're saying, it was breaking protocol to do that.
Yeah, so you have a list of things that you're allowed to do. Hollywood typically says you're only supposed to give your name, rank, serial number, but it's kind of evolved, especially in the post-9/11 war, to the biggest thing is that you're not supposed to allow yourself to be exploited, and that's exactly what they did. Exploitation of military members for propaganda is a violation of the Geneva Convention, which Iran obviously doesn't care about. I mean, the last month they fired missiles at our ships, and they've done this, and they've had nuclear tests, and we're still going to give them a couple $1 billion, so I guess they don't really care too much, and we don't give them a reason to care, but the fact that they allowed themselves to be exploited, that's the big thing, that the guy knew they were filming, and he apologized for what he did. That right there is exploitation, and again, Obama is probably just allowing himself to the cows come home, because that's exactly what he likes.
So speaking of exploitation, are you still buying stocks?
Yeah, I've actually spent more money this week than I did in the last year.
Robert, even today?
Yeah. Today I bought some other things that I hadn't bought yet. Today was when I started going into gold. That's the best thing. If you see the volatile index come up, that's the right time to go with gold because it's negatively correlated to the market. So today was when I started kind of backpedaling everything else. But, again, I invest. I'm a long-term investor. I don't really try to make value on the stocks. I invest for dividends and things like that. So a very high-value stock that I know Apple's going to come back. I know Johnson & Johnson's going to come back. I know a lot of these stocks that will come back, and they pay dividends, and I can buy them cheap now. And then you get gold just to make the quick buck.
Hey, Robert, on the way over to do the show on another station, I was listening to it. Oh, I'm sorry. They had an expert on.
You could have just said, hey, Robert, I heard.
A financial expert on that said, we're about to embark on a new recession that's worse than the last 5 that we've had. Would you agree with that?
Jamie Dimon came out, the CEO of Chase came out and said that. JP Morgan Chase said that a couple of days ago, earlier this week. I've been saying it on this program for the last 6 months, so it's not like this is a new thing for me. I was kind of waiting for it, and that's just... The stock market is a living, breathing animal, just like anything else. And everybody just wants to believe when it's going well that it's going to go well. Just like when somebody starts making more money, you would think, they should logically put that extra money away into savings, but instead they increase what they spend money on and they start spending more. They grow into their new house or their new job because people, just as humans, we want to believe that when times are good, times are always going to be good. But we know statistically the market has a correction every 7 to 11 years, and we are in that time frame. It's time for it to correct. And we have not, no matter what Obama tells you, we have not recovered from the last one. Our economy is not in the great shape they want you to believe it in. There's just so many different things going on that it's going to hit hard. It's going to hurt a lot of people.
Wait a minute. In the State of the Union, he said the economy's great, and if you don't believe that, you're stupid. It's basically what he said.
He also took a lot of success and a lot of praise for ending the Iraq War, and Yeah, I got friends there, so again.
Seems like there's very little debate on that point. Yeah. Oh, see what I did there? Segue. That's a professional segue, ladies and gentlemen. Don't try that at home. So, what about the debate? Did you watch that? Did you watch that? Well, I was going to use a military term, but I don't think I can use that on the air.
I saw bits and pieces of it, but again, just so. Ron Paul, same kind of thing happened to him, where he was actually polarizing the youth. He had some great ideas, and it was very contrary to what the typical GOP candidate has to say. His son Rand has a lot of the same ideas, and his son Rand, I think, has a lot of backing behind him. And again, they didn't put him on the stage.
No.
So you know what?
Well, he was going to be the undercard. He declined the undercard.
Yeah, so. And, as he should. But, if you're going to have Chris Christie, who, you're still going to have Kucinich up there, you're going to have Chris Christie up there, come on, man. I mean, I think the chances that either one of them will make it into the White House is about the same as Obama telling the truth. So,
it's really kind of sad about Jeb Bush. That's the one that I feel bad for.
I don't, I mean...
He must be getting paid a salary to run for president.
Yeah.
Well, anytime there's going to be that much of an uphill battle, right? So what does he have to overcome? His brother's legacy, his name, and the fact that he's never really done anything substantial, right? I mean, that's just... He's got a lot of trouble and no real record to really stand on. You've got Ted Cruz, who he knows he's going to have to overcome that hurdle of the birther debate, which Trump is now just, he's screwing it in there as hard as he can.
But his point is not bad. It's like, dude, get it fixed now.
Yeah, but how do you go about that?
Because I don't know. Well, I don't know whether I'd like Trump and Cruz on the same ticket. Did you see that one? Did you hear that one? They each offered themselves a vice president.
It's obvious, gentlemen. It's down to 3 gentlemen, right?
Really?
Right?
Is
Which
it?
3 would you say it's obviously?
Hillary Clinton.
No. It's Cruz, Rubio, and Trump.
But again, I just think Rubio, I just think he looks too young.
Yeah.
He looks like a kid.
Okay, so you're saying, Robert, it's down to Cruz and Trump. Who are you picking? If you had to vote today, who would you vote for?
I would probably abstain.
No, that's the whole That's why we lost the last election, Mr. Lewis.
We're going to Canada, right?
The Electoral College, it doesn't really matter.
Are we moving the compound to Canada?
No, the compound is good.
Okay, just ask it.
Where it is.
Hey, don't forget, I have a nice space right outside the wall.
Yeah, so, most financial advisors, again, when I've spoken with friends and colleagues over the last few months online, you have a tendency to ask each other what we're investing in. The answer is almost always guns, gold, and ammo.
Yep.
And so, if you're looking for investment advice, oh, wait, we're in California. Sorry, you don't have that right. So
nice, thanks. Rub that one in, Mr. Texas.
I can open carry now, so I'm going to go home and pistol on him.
I'd like an open container law. I mean,
you would, John.
If we can't do an open carry, at least do an open carry container law, right?
Yeah. If you can't defend yourself, at least we can be drunk.
Exactly.
Seriously, Robert Patrick Lewis, who's with us, you wouldn't vote for either one of those guys? Wouldn't either one of them be better than Hillary or Bernie?
I like Cruz.
I want free college.
But, there's this thing that I have where I really do trust my gut instincts. And whenever I look at Cruz, he sounds like a slimy PR guy when he talks. He looks like he's trying way too hard to make you believe him.
Yeah.
Honestly. And I see the things I see the places that he's voted. I see his record. And I see what he says he stands for. But every time he gets that smile on his face and looks at the camera, it just feels sleazy to me.
It's a personality conflict.
Yeah, it is, and it's
a gut reaction.
It's a superficial thing, but it's a gut reaction.
There you go. All right, Robert. So the books are doing good. You're writing the way.
Yeah, books are doing well. I'm tag teaming, so I've got finishing up the second book for the pack, and I'm working on the first book in another series that I'm working on. So
all right,
should be a busy year this year. And they're working on the movies for a couple of Tactical 16 books, so we've got that in the hopper. So yeah, it's gonna be a busy year.
Sounds good. All right,
Patrick Lewis, Green Beret, author, financial advisor. What else?
I think I like the all-around good guy.
All-around good guy.
You got it.
I think at least one person in my life can say that.
There you go. Well, we don't really believe it, do you?
Yeah.
The check cleared, so we'll call you all-around good guy. All right. Thank you, Robert. All right. It is time to talk sports, Doug.
Okay.
Okay, it's time. We have a special guest. We have Kurt Chapman in studio. What's going on, man? All right, so we're talking football for first.
All right.
Do we have Brandon on the line, too?
Brandon, you there?
Acknowledge me by my name.
Which is?
Brandon, I picked Dallas Cowboys to win the Super Bowl.
Emperor, Shogun, Ruler, Mr. Myrie. That is my name.
I thought it was Brandon, I picked the Dallas Cowboys to win the Super Bowl, Myrie.
Yeah, that's the only mark you got against me.
That's a pretty big mark. Okay, that is a pretty...
swore off the Washington Redskins, their best season in 2019.
I swore them off last year. I was back on the wagon. It was official. We can play you the tape if we want, okay?
If this was August, we heard your whole therapy session, buddy.
Exactly.
Okay?
Exactly. Kurt, help me out because he's killing me. He picked the Redskins. He picked the Redskins this week, didn't you? Didn't you, Brandon?
I mean,
I picked the Redskins.
I mean, you had a good shot until Tony Romo went down. Then you had Brandon Weeden, and you had Matt Castle and Kellen Moore, and I just don't. I don't think you can recover from that.
Yeah. So. All right, gentlemen.
What I'd like to do is review our picks from last week. Everybody picked Alabama.
Great game, though,
It was a good game. But Brandon went 3-1 in the first round of the playoffs. Doug went 3-1. Yes. Kyle went 3-1. Station manager Jellings. And John went
2-2. Hey, but I stayed true to my team. Yeah. Did I think we were going to win? Absolutely not.
It's true.
But I stayed true to my team.
Which one do you consider an upset? All visiting teams won.
I think, Brandon, you're the expert. What do you want?
I forgot. I can't remember who played last week.
Have you gone through the concussion protocol, Brandon?
Okay, Kyle, what's your observations last weekend?
I think I will never underestimate strength of schedule in the NFL ever again because Washington was a lot worse than I thought they were, and they hadn't beaten anybody, and the teams that they did play with winning records, they got stomped by.
Yeah.
It's weird because they came in hot against the Green Bay Packers. Like, they started off really well. Like, it was a really close game up until probably around halftime, and then after that, they just lost whatever.
Yeah, and once I think Aaron Rodgers kind of realized, well, one, I think the defense was a lot worse than I thought it was.
Oh, the defense was horrible.
Yeah, it was a lot worse than I thought it was, though.
I knew. Look,
I thought the defensive line would get penetrated. Now they're terrible.
They did.
They never blitz, which was a problem.
Well, because
I have no idea why.
Oh, it's simple. Because they've got nobody else to cover on the back anyway.
Yeah, well, yeah,
if they don't draft
However,
two cornerbacks or a cornerback and a safety in this draft,
against the Packers' offensive line, they could have caused trouble because the line was so bad.
They still hit.
Justin's a big Packers fan.
They still hit Aaron Rodgers. What? He got sacked like 6 times.
Yeah, but still dropped 35 points.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? Anyway, I will not underestimate. I didn't expect the Chiefs to blow out the Texans.
No, that was.
And I did not expect. I picked Washington to win, and so the strength of schedule blew my mind.
Yeah, it's all right. So this week, okay. First of all, Brandon, Joey Porter. Have you ever met him?
He's a pretty intense guy.
Yeah, you think? I imagine he's going to get fined and probably won't be on the sideline.
Yeah.
We should see how that turns out because they have a few issues with sidelines over there in that coaching staff.
Yeah, I think. And that flows from the head coach down, right? It has to.
Does that coach keep his job?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Steelers coach, Tomlin? Oh yeah.
No.
Joey Porter?
Yeah, he's ultimately responsible, but usually head coaches have, henchmen to do the work for them, the dirty work for them.
That was definitely the dirty work.
3 feet behind the white, 3 feet behind the white. There's one guy that does that job.
Okay. All right. So let's pick the games this week, gentlemen. You ready? Mm-hmm. Kerr, you get to pick 2. You ready? All right. So let's go Kansas City at New England. Now, New England played very well down the stretch-ish.
What?
They did not.
New England Patriots?
The New England Patriots.
They did not.
Didn't they lose to Miami?
They played fine down the stretch.
They lost to the Jets?
With who they had playing.
Well,
that's what I was going to say.
You're saying they got their guys back?
Losing 2 out of 3 to
They got their guys back. Edelman's going to play.
He's not 100%.
Yeah, he's risking that foot injury.
Yeah, but if he plays. Okay, first of all.
Are you guys ready to hear my picks?
Brandon's bored. Shh. Oh, go ahead, Brandon. Give us your wonderful insight.
What do you got?
Go.
Kansas City at New England.
I'm taking notes. I got my pen. I'm ready to go. Okay, go.
Kansas City.
Are you serious? It's the game's at New England.
Kansas City. I did not stutter. Kansas City wins. What's going to happen next?
What's going to happen in the game? You're going to give us a breakdown, Brandon. Brandon's breakdown.
What's going to happen? I'm about to break this thing down.
I'm ready.
You need to hurry. We're almost out of time.
Pittsburgh, Denver's going to have a conniption because they think that they can make it. Pittsburgh is going to upset those guys. And it's going to be Pittsburgh in the Super Bowl.
The Pittsburgh Steelers?
Pittsburgh versus Dallas again?
Brandon, you're jumping ahead of
Brandon needs to relax.
Brandon, you're messing with protocol here. We do one game at a time. All right,
I'm giving
Kyle.
you guys the globe. But go ahead. I'm picking Kansas City.
Kyle.
I am also picking Kansas City. You take it to the bank. Don't take it to the bank because I don't have any money, though.
Yeah.
Kevin. Kerr, sorry. He's new.
I'm even though I love the New England Patriots, I probably have to go with Kansas City.
Why is he?
Just because Julian Edelman's injured and Gronkowski seems like he's injured and Chandler Jones had his big kind of breakdown during the weekend. I think Kansas City's more mentally prepared. I think they're coming on a hot win streak, and I think they're going to take it.
Hey, Brandon, in case you're wondering, that's an analysis and a pick. Okay, throwing out that for you.
All right, John.
I'm going New England.
So am I.
With no analysis.
All right, here we go. The game of the week, babies. The game of the week. My Arizona Cardinals. Green Bay is visiting them.
The Cardinals.
Yeah.
That's my wife.
Brandon.
That's my wife says.
Arizona wins.
All right.
Doug?
Arizona. Did you see that game 3 weeks ago? They dominated.
Okay. Suppose we throw the point spread in here.
Oh,
yeah. Now we're
Nah.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Kyle?
Easy, buddy. Easy. I'm gonna go to the Arizona Cardinals.
Kerr.
Arizona.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's got a. I don't think Green Bay has.
Justin's picking the Packers.
Oh, Justin's picking the Packers. He's picking the Cardinals. A Packers fan is picking the Cardinals. What does that tell you? Okay, at least I was consistent with my team.
All right, how about this one? This is a good game. Seattle at Carolina.
Brandon.
I picked against Carolina 4 times this year. It won't be a fifth. I'm going with Carolina.
I'm going Seattle.
This is the 7th time Russell Wilson and Cam Newton have played each other. 7th time already.
There's a fact you can't get.
I think they are the exact same team, and I think Carolina has the edge because I think they're confident. But I think they're basically the exact same blueprint, same exact team. I'm going Carolina.
Yeah, Carolina. I have to. I mean, yeah, like you said, they have a very similar team, but I feel like Cam Newton's so much stronger than Russell Wilson. I think that gives them a slight edge.
Yeah, I'm going Carolina. Carolina.
All right, we got to wrap it up, guys. Pittsburgh at Denver. Brandon already picked Pittsburgh. Say that 3 times fast.
Oh, no.
Kyle?
Denver.
Really?
The Broncos.
Denver.
I think an
John?
injured
Denver.
injured Manning.
Denver.
I'm going Pittsburgh. I think Brandon's onto something.
Did you mention that Antonio Brown's not playing because he didn't?
Antonio Brown and
D'Angelo
Williams aren't playing because
and I don't think
Roethlisberger has.
I think he has a right arm.
He has no arm anymore.
Yeah, all right, gentlemen, we shall see. A great show, Doug. Thanks.
Glad Kerr joined us.
Kerr, thanks for stopping in. Our guests and Kyle and everybody else. All right, you've been listening to Gazette Radio Hour with Doug and John on AM-1220 KHTS.
Brandon too.
Santa Clarita's hometown station. We're out till next week.
We love you, Brandon.